This says Taylor Swift's heart gets broken a lot. Now I'm going to teach you all a fine lesson today, my friends. Whether you realize that here's a heart, like pretend it's your own heart. Whether you realize it or not, I have an audience member over here, but whether you realize it or not, when you date a guy, he takes a piece of your heart. Ouch, yes, that hurt. He breaks your heart and you're sitting there crying and moaning and watching sad breakup movies and eating popcorn and chocolate and trying to, and you're, never mind, but you're like sitting there crying and you don't know what to do because he broke your heart. So, I say that you're like, okay, well, I'm done with him. That other kid in school asked me out. Let's go date. Okay, so you go date him. And then he breaks your heart because he was a jerk, and you know, the cute jockey kid might not always be the greatest. He's probably end up going to be the jerkiest. No offense to any of them, just saying in general, this is how it happens in the movies. So, ow, that was a big piece he took because he really broke your heart worse than the first guy. This guy made you cry for a month and you weren't over him for like 6 months. Okay, so now you're single again. There's half of you left, okay? Half of your heart left. And you're just finally out over that guy. You could just pretend his name was Drew, like from the Taylor Swift video. Pretend Drew, and now you're over Drew, and another guy comes along. You're in love. Now this guy, you think like he's the one, like the song 15 by Taylor Swift, you're like thinking he's the one. Okay, well anyway, you thought he was the one. Guess what? He wasn't the one. He broke your heart too. So now you got, I don't know, half a heart with a rigged edge left of yourself. And this guy, all these guys have broken your heart, and you've given each one of them a piece of your heart, whether you realized it or not at first. So now you've just been torn up from all these guys, but yet you still don't continue to learn from your mistakes. And look, you date another guy, let's pretend. A lot of in movies, what like are cute guys' names like? Austin. Like in the Cinderella story, his name was Austin Ames, okay? He was a cute guy. And so they fell in love and she dated him, and well, he didn't break her heart, but I'm just using the kid's name as an example. Anyway, they actually fell in love and they lived happily ever after. But this is fairy tale. That was fairy tale. This is real life. So, let's pretend Cinderella's heart got broken. Oh, Austin Ames took a piece of Cinderella's heart. Ouch, she only has this much of her heart left. Finally, she's in her 20s now after dating all these guys, and she's given each one of them a piece of her heart. And so when she got married, all she has is this much of her heart left to give to her husband. So, she gave the rest of her heart to all these other guys, and she can't get it back because it's the past, and you can only move on to the future. But the point I'm trying to get to is there's no point in dating unless you're considering marrying the person. Because by the time you get to the person you're going to marry, you're only going to have this much of your heart left for them. And yeah, so dating before you're married and dating in high school is overrated if you're not considering marrying the person or you just think they're cute. Because in the ends of a high school dating relationship, most of them end as if you'll break their heart, they'll break yours, or both of you are going to end up breaking each other's hearts. So, at the end of these days, if you have a bad day, there's a Taylor Swift song for that.